have had quite an eventful weekend, Olivia and I. We decided to go do our monthly thrift shopping on Friday because this is Monday and this week is just going to be too hectic. I have something going on today, this afternoon, and I've got something going on tomorrow morning, and we just didn't have time to go this week. So we went on Friday, and kind of unbeknownst to me, Saturday was the town-wide garage sales in a nearby town. So Olivia and I went thrifting on Friday, went to our 3 favorite stores, and then Saturday we went garage sailing. So I decided to go ahead and just wait and do one big haul, and it turned out to be quite a bit. I didn't get a whole lot thrifting. I mean, I got several pieces, but I did really good garage sailing. Got quite a few really neat items. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. I will first show you what I picked up from Salvation Army. Many of the items that I was kind of keeping my eye out for during our thrifting day and the garage sale day were things to style that new shelf that I put above my window in my kitchen. So I know not everything that I bought is going to fit on there, but I had that in mind when I was thrifting. And so when I saw this, it's very vintage and retro and very cool. It's made out of that hard plastic. I've got several pieces in my collection in different rooms in my house made out of this material. And I've seen the little plaques that say, "Give us this day our daily bread," in many different forms and whatnot, but I just really liked this. There was something about it that caught my eye, and I did on the back it has the Roman numerals, so I looked it up because I wasn't going to try to figure it out, and it's from 1986, and that was the year I graduated from high school. So there's that little piece of trivia. And on the back it just says Burwood Products, made in the USA, and then has the Roman numeral. And I paid $2.99 for it, and I just thought it was really cute. I don't think this is going to fit on that shelf, but I'm hoping I can find somewhere in my kitchen to put it. I don't have a lot of wall space in my kitchen, but I could probably put it here in my dining room somewhere as well. So I'm planning when I get done with this haul to style everything as much as I can and then show you where I put things. So stay tuned to the end of the video for that. But anyway, I got that at Salvation Army. And then I don't need another chicken at all, but I collect them, and they're really actually kind of hard to find hens. A lot of times you find roosters but not hens, and because this is a hen, that's why I went ahead and got it. It was $2.99. It's not old, not really. I mean, it's made out of resin, made in China, probably in the 2000s when this was made, but I just like it, and so that's just going to go down on my shelf with the rest of my chickens that I collect. And then another thing I collect, and I don't have as many of these as I do chickens, are little duck figurines. And there was 2 of them, and it was $1.99 for the pair. They're not salt and pepper shakers at all. There's no holes or anything in them. They're quite dirty. I'm going to clean all these up, of course. But for $1.99 for the pair, I couldn't pass those up. They're super cute. They are fairly old, I believe, but like I said, there's no markings or anything on them. So just picked up these little cute little duckies to add to my little collection. And then the last thing I picked up at Salvation Army was absolutely nothing I needed, but it caught my eye and I thought it was really cute. It was $4.99, if you can see that. And it's just this Hawaiian type shirt. I thought it would be really cute for the summer, and it ties in the front and buttons up, and it's really cute. I don't know if I'll wear it like this, or if I'll put a tank top underneath of it, or how I'm gonna wear it, but I just thought it was really cute. There was no stains or anything on it, It's very well made, and it's from CJ Banks. Don't know that brand, but if you do. And let's see what's it. It doesn't have a tag. Wait a minute. There's a tag that says what it's made out of. Cotton and spandex. So hopefully it doesn't shrink. It says warm, machine wash cold, tumble dry low. So it should be fine. So anyway, picked up that little shirt. Then we went over to Twice Treasured 2, and I picked up just 4 items from there. I got 3 items from the same booth, and I looked at them, and I was only going to buy 1 or 2, and the way she had them displayed was so cute. And this is something I thought it would really work in my kitchen on that shelf. And it's these old containers, and this one is from Watkins, and I know there's Watkins, I think to this day there's a Watkins, J.R. Watkins company, and this is Petrocarbo Salve. Petrocarbo Salve. I've already washed these up. When I opened it up, there was still a little bit of the salve in here, so I cleaned it out as best as I could. But on the back, it's got, you know, the uses of it and all of that. It doesn't have a date. It just says Watkins products standard for over 60 years, made in the USA, and it's used for superficial varieties of sores, chafes, chaps, and slight cuts and burns. So that was really cool. It says it is used to soothe and assist nature. So help in healing. And I just really thought it was really cool and vintage, and I loved the sight of it. It was so cool. And then on top of this was this tin. So for the Watkins tin, I paid $5. And then sitting on top of it was this tin. This is the Raleighs medicated ointment for minor injuries of the skin, soothing and healing. And it's out of Freeport, Illinois, USA. And it says, this also had some of the ointment left in it, so I cleaned that out. Pure healing, penetrating, it's antiseptic for external and internal use. For burns, bruises, blisters, chafing, catarrh or cold in the head, coughs, colds, spasmodic croup, chapped hands and lips, earache, headache, itching, piles. You guys know what piles are? That's another name for hemorrhoids. Sunburn and itching. Also useful for men and women who desire a scientific medicated soothing ointment for numerous personal uses. I'll let you figure that out for yourself, what that means. Excellent to use after shaving, prepared with great care, safely applied to the most delicate tissues, does not irritate. That's interesting. It's like you buy 1 can of salve and it does everything, sounds like. And I also paid $5 for this tin. And then sitting on top of that was this tin. So she had them sitting like this, and I just thought, oh, that is so cute. I really like that. Now this one is not any kind of a salve or anything. This is spring cotters, like I think cotter pins, little bitty ones. 100 assorted from Hibbard. Spring cotters, 100 pieces. And I paid $6 for this. So I paid $16 for these 3 tins, and I think they were worth it. I like them. They're really cute, really different, interesting, a part of history. I'll have to ask my dad if he's ever heard of Raleighs ointment or Watkins. I'm sure he has, because I like I said, I think that's still a company to this day. So then the only Twice Treasured 2, and I paid $5 for it, is this little hen on a nest. I kind of collect these, but they have to be different and unique, and I've never seen one this color before, and the price was not bad, and so I went ahead and picked it up, and I will just set her with the rest. I've got this tiny little collection of little miniature hens and nests on my table, and I will just go ahead and add her to that little collection. Then we went over to Twice Treasured, and so far at this point Olivia hasn't bought anything. She is very selective. She has a small bedroom and she doesn't have a lot of room in there, and so she is very selective with what she purchases, and also she doesn't have a whole lot of money, so she has to be really careful. But over at Twice Treasured 2, she did purchase one thing. Can you guess what it was? Yes, a book. It was $3. She wasn't sure if she wanted to spend $3 on this book because it is in pretty rough shape, but it's The Grapes of Wrath, and she wanted to read it. It's by John Steinbeck, and so yeah, she picked it up. I think it was probably a textbook for a school because there's some portions highlighted in here. So anyway, it was $3. Which is, I guess, isn't too bad for a book. I mean, you couldn't buy it brand new for that. And it's not one that she's like gonna add to her collection. It was just one that she wanted to read. So then I picked up this. It was only $1, and it's a pewter bell. Now, the reason why it was only $1 is because the clapper is missing, which I don't care because I wouldn't use it as a bell anyway. As you know, the metal, or you may or may not know, the metal in my bedroom that I totally remodeled my bedroom this spring, and the metal that I use in there is pewter. So I thought this would be really cute sitting on the little shelf that I have in there. So, and it was only $1, and I just thought it was so pretty. Can you see how intricate the design on that is? Just so pretty. So for $1, I picked that up. And then, as you know, these things happen. I just started collecting green glass, but like miniature green glass. And so I saw this, it was in perfect shape. I don't really know like what it was for originally, but it's a bust of George Washington in green glass, perfect condition with the little cork stopper. It just says "First in Peace" on the side of it, and on the bottom it says Wheaton, New Jersey. So I have no idea what this was used for originally. It might have just been a souvenir piece, but I thought it was really neat, different, and I will stick that with my little green glass collection. And I paid $1.70 for it. He was marked $2, but that booth was 15% off, so I only paid $1.70 for him. Then I picked up this aluminum platter, and I'm gonna try to fit this on that shelf above my sink here in the kitchen. I just really liked it. It's a nice size. I think it will fit up there as a back piece because I'm gonna layer in front of it, and I loved the flowers on it. Now it does have a couple of stains, and I've already tried to get those out and I can't get them out. So I'm gonna put it up there like this, and if I decide I just really don't like that, because I could put it this way and it would probably be hidden by the stuff in front of it. But if I decide I don't like that, I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it this way and put it on that shelf. We will see, we shall see. And on the back it says hand wrought in Farber. Oh, these things are so hard to read sometimes. It just says Farber and Schlavin Incorporated, hand wrought. So anyway, got this little aluminum platter, and I paid $4 for it. It was not a big purchase, it was only $4. And then I picked up this basket. This also was what I was thinking of setting on that little shelf in my kitchen. And it's actually a Longaberger basket. And it's got the liner. And I'll probably put something in it. I don't really know. This is all like the unknown at the moment. And Longaberger baskets are very expensive. And they have quite a few of them at Twice Treasured and Twice Treasured too. They both have lots of Longaberger baskets there. And I don't normally buy them because, like I said, they're quite pricey. But this one, everything in the booth, in this particular booth, was 40% off. They had this originally marked for $7.50, but I got it for $4.50, which I thought was a really good price for a Longaberger basket. And then I got this little pitcher. It's a tiny little pitcher. It's got the yellow leaf or flowers on it, and it's gold gilded around the edges. I just love little pitchers. I just don't have room in my house for big pitchers. I like big pitchers. I just don't have room for them. So I kind of collect little miniature ones. And this one was from, let's see, what does it say? Plant Tubkin China. That's the kind of china, and it was made in England. So I really like that. I paid $5 for it. And then the last item I got from Twice Treasured, I couldn't decide. I picked it up, put it down, picked it up, put it down. I'm glad I ended up getting it for a couple of reasons. One is that when I got up to the register, it was on sale. It was normally $7, which wasn't a bad price for this item when I show it to you. And it was 25% off, so I paid $5.25 for it. And the reason I went round and round in my head about it is because it is very heavy. Ugh. It's one of those wrought iron irons that women use. How did women use these? They must have had biceps like you couldn't believe, because this isn't even a big one of those wrought, cast iron irons, but this sucker is heavy, and you can tell it was definitely used. But I loved it because look at the color. It matches my kitchen so well. I just love it. It was only, like I said, $5. It needs to be cleaned up. But my problem is this thing is so heavy that I'm afraid if I put it up on a shelf, the shelf might not hold it. And then this thing will become a object of death. If it fell on somebody's head, it would really hurt them. And so I'm not sure where I'm going to put it, but I love it, and I will find somewhere safe to put it. I don't know if it will wind up being in my kitchen area or where it will be, but I'm going to definitely put this somewhere. I'll probably use it as a bookend. I don't know, but I just loved it. It was so neat, unique. The color was unique, and yeah. So if I can put this somewhere safely where someone's not going to get injured, then that will be good. I'll find a good spot for it. All right, that is everything I picked up when we were thrifting on Friday. So now I will show you what we picked up from garage sales. I can't remember which garage sale which came from, so I'm not even going to try to do that. Some of the stuff still has the prices on it, so I can tell you some of the things do not. I can't remember all the prices for everything, but I did not pay more than $5 for anything that I got, any one item that I got garage sailing on Saturday. So let's go ahead and just get into it. The first thing I'll show you was the library. The town library was having a book sale, and all of their paperback books were 25 cents. So I picked up 2 and Olivia picked up 1. She got To Kill a Mockingbird. I personally have a copy of this book because we did it in homeschooling. We read it. It was a read aloud that we did. It's actually a very good book and a very good movie if you've not seen it. And so she didn't have a copy, So she wanted a copy of that. And then I am kind of trying to stock up a stash of books to read this winter when I don't have a whole lot to do outside. So I picked up these two. They're love-inspired, inspirational romance. So I'm assuming they're going to be a romance that's clean and not, you know, some romances are pretty not good. So anyway, and they're both Christmas. This one's called Lost Christmas Memories by Dana Mentink. Oh, and it's got large print, which I appreciate these days. And then this other one is The Twins' Family Christmas by Lee Tobin McLean. And it also is large print. So these, I'll probably read these in December and enjoy those. So that was one of the stops we made. The only other thing Olivia got was this little cross stitch pattern, and hopefully all of everything is in there that she needs, and she paid 50 cents for it. She was a big spender. She spent 75 cents garage selling, and she spent $3 thrifting. Maybe I should learn something from her, but if I did, then my hauls would be like pitiful because I wouldn't have hardly anything to show you. All right, the next item I picked up, I think I paid $2 for it. I'm pretty sure I paid $2 for it, and it's this beaded necklace. And the reason I purchased it is because I knew it would go perfectly with that new dress that I just got from CATO. Now, one of you asked, when I shared those items, I got this top, or this kimono, a shirt, and a dress. And one of you asked if I would be doing a try-on. Now, I am not great with try-ons because I always think, no matter what I wear, I always think I look, I'm being honest here, I always think I look fat and ugly. Pitiful, I know, but I was a child of the 80s, and in the 80s, it was, if you were at all overweight, you were tormented terribly. And I went through a chubby stage when I was in 6th grade, and I think all girls do pretty much. And the other children were so mean to me in school that it really basically traumatized me. And I wound up being anorexic and had an eating disorder and have had body image issues ever since. So anyway, all that to say, I'm not real big on doing try-ons. But because you guys asked, and because I think you're my friends, and I don't think you will judge me, I did film a try-on. So I will insert those clips here. The first part will be the shirt that I wore, and I wore that to church 2 Sundays ago, and just took a little footage of me wearing that. And then yesterday I wore the dress, and I wore this necklace with it, and you'll see that. And then I just went ahead and threw this kimono on today so that you could see it styled with a pair of blue jean shorts and this yellow top. And as I sit here, I realized this necklace would really look pretty with this kimono as well. So anyway, I will insert that footage here. So here is that cold shoulder shirt, and I paired it with some brown slacks. And here I am showing you the necklace that I got thrifting, and here is the dress, and I just have a brown tank top under it because I think it is a little bit of a plunging neckline. And here is the kimono paired with a yellow top and some blue jean shorts. Okay, back to the garage sale haul. I spent quite a bit at one sale. This particular place has held sales every summer, and she has so much stuff. I don't know, I hate to speak ill of people, but it almost had hoarder vibes to it. But thankfully she is having a sale and trying to get rid of some stuff. But anyway, she had, I don't know, maybe I'm misjudging her. Maybe, I think at one time she had told me she had cleared out her parents' home when they passed away. And a lot of this stuff was from that. So I take that back. Maybe it wasn't a hoarder situation. Maybe it was two families combined with stuff. But anyway, last year I bought quite a bit of stuff from her, and then this year I bought quite a bit of stuff from her, and all of it is fairly old. So it's a really interesting sale to go to because she just has so much stuff to look at. I mean, you could spend hours at this one sale looking at everything that she has. But of course we didn't do that. But I did pick up several things from her. And one of them is this porcelain figurine. It was only $1. I still need to clean everything up. So if anything looks kind of dirty, it's because it is. But it was this lying down deer with her fawn. And you know, I do collect lying down deer figurines. I don't collect every one I see, but if they're unique or I really, really like them, I will pick them up. And I just love this one because look at the face. That face on the mama deer is so cute. And then finding one with a fawn is different. And then I picked these up. I think they're shelf sitters. I got them for 50 cents for the two of them. And they're just old, and maybe they're for holding a stocking. I don't know. I just liked them. And there's like Velcro sticky stuff on the bottom. I think someone stuck there to keep them from sliding off of a shelf. So I can't really see any markings or anything on them, but they're obviously vintage. I'm gonna stick these down in my vintage room. I might stick the Santa with my Santa collection. My Santa collection is upstairs, and my vintage room is downstairs. But anyway, 25 cents a piece. They're made out of plastic, like blow mold type material, and I just thought they were cute for 50 cents. I also picked this up. This is going to go with my Santa collection upstairs. It's a Miss Santa and Mrs. Claus kissing. It's a little trinket box, and I had seen somewhere that someone said that in these little trinket boxes, when you buy them brand new, there's actually a little trinket inside. The trinket is missing on this one. That's okay. Paid $1 for it. Let me see if I can peel this off and see what the other sticker says. Ooh, the other sticker's peeling off too. Okay, I don't know that it's old at all. It just says Gift Co. Incorporated, made in China. So I don't know that it's old, but it is awfully cute, and so this will go with my Santa collection when I start decorating for Christmas. And I told you how much I love tiny little pictures. And so she had this one there. It was 50 cents. And it's just so cute. It's got like a bird on it, which I love birds. And it's blue and white. And it's just really cute, and it's tiny. And for 50 cents, I couldn't pass it up. I picked up this. This is probably going to go in my little village on my hutch. I might paint it brown because the other fencing on that hutch is brown, but she only wanted 10 cents for it, so I picked that up. And then the last thing I got at this particular yard sale was the most expensive thing. Well, no. Yes, it was. The most expensive thing I bought. It was $2 for the set of 3, and they're these little tiny, see if I can show them to you all in one. I can't show them all at once, I don't think. Little tiny owls. And these are going to go on this little shelf I have here in the dining room that has owls on it. So I've got the two like wood owls, and then this one was a snowy owl. And they're tiny, like 1.5 inches tall for the 3 of them. So I know they'll fit on that shelf really good. And they were, like I said, $2 for the set of 3. That was not a bad deal. All right, the next item I have to show you is this wooden box. It's made in Lake of the Ozark. So in the Ozarks, it's just a wooden box. I'm just going to use it for lifting things up in vignettes. I can't remember how much I paid for it. It doesn't have a price tag on it. I keep seeing movement out of the corner of my eye. It's distracting me. I think it's the birds at the bird feeder. But anyway, I think I paid $2 for it. I can't remember for sure, but it was $1 or $2. And I picked this up to use in vignettes. I picked up these two little birds, this little cardinal. It's an ornament to go on a Christmas tree. You stick it through there. This will go down on my woodland tree downstairs. It was 15 cents. And then I picked up this little chicken. This will go in my chicken display. It's made out of a walnut shell. It was also 15 cents. I just thought it was so cute. Now it has a problem. It doesn't want to stand up. I think it's top heavy, so I'm going to have to figure that out. Glue it onto a piece of wood or board or cardboard or something. But it was cute. I don't know if a child made it in school or what, but for 15 cents, you know, how can you pass it up? And then I picked this up, I'm thinking kitchen. It's a vintage planter. There's no markings or anything on it. I only paid $1 for it. And it's a little girl with a puppy. And you know how much I love puppies and dogs. And like I said, it's a planter. I'm not sure how I'm gonna display it. It's probably gonna be on the shelf here in my kitchen. But yeah, I do like old planters, but I don't officially collect them. But if I do come across one that I really, really like for a good price, I will pick one up. All right, so the next garage sale, one of the garage sales we went to, they had a big sign that said, make any reasonable offer. I don't know, I'm not a good haggler. So I picked this up. I thought this would be really cute tucked in somewhere for a little, you know, flowers or something in. It's actually a wall hanging. I don't know if I'll hang it on my wall. Not really sure what I'm gonna do with it, but I just thought it was really, really cute. She had $1 price tag on it. And then she had these 3 brass, I think they're brass, they're made in Taiwan, kind of older, candle holders, 3 sizes. There was no price tag on them. So I thought, well, this is $1. I'll offer $1 for this as well. And so I offered her $2. And she came back and said, well, what about 5? And so I thought, well, that's a little bit over $1 a piece. And so I said, okay, sure. And Scott was with me, and as we were walking away, he says, I was trying to get your attention for you to counter offer her $4 because she probably had taken $4. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't even, usually when I'm in a situation like that where it says to make offer or whatever, I'll hand the stuff to Scott and have him do the haggling. But this time I thought, well, I'm going to be brave and I'm going to do it. And I ended up paying $5 for 4 items, which I didn't think that was too terribly bad. And like I said, these say Taiwan on the bottom, so I'm assuming they're a little bit on the older side. And I just really like these little brass candlesticks. I have some like it, only they're a lot smaller, so I'm just gonna add these to them and make a little collection of little tiny skinny brass candlesticks. And so next time there's a haggling to be done, I'm gonna have Scott handle it. So I have 2 items left, and I got these from the very last garage sale that we went to. There were so many garage sales, there's no possible way we could hit them all. We just went for a couple of hours until we got so hungry we wanted to come home and eat lunch, and then we just said we were done, because there's just no way that we could have hit every single garage sale. There were so many of them. So the very last one we went to was actually a barn sale, and they had a lot of stuff. But I didn't really see a whole lot there that I could use or wanted, but they did have these 2 doilies, and I'm always looking for doilies, and I love the ones that are like not stark white. I do have some of the ones that are like pure white, but I do prefer the ones that are like off-white. And these 2 were $1.50 for the pair, so that was a really good deal. And then the last thing I got was and this is definitely gonna go on the shelf here in my kitchen, is this old flour sifter. It works. I thought it was so cool and interesting. And I've never seen one like it before with the, I guess those are probably geese because of the long neck. They're not ducks. But I just thought that was so cool. And I paid $3 for it. Now, how can you pass up a deal like that? An old vintage flour sifter for $3. All right, that was all for my haul portion of this video. I'm gonna get all this stuff cleaned up, get it styled, and then I'll bring it back and show you where I put everything. Here's where I put those 3 little owls, 2 on that shelf and 1 on that. And as you can see, my shelf is getting quite full. I really only have room for about 1 more owl, 1 more tiny owl, maybe 2. I'm gonna take those pictures off of there. So that's where I put the little owls. And then over here on my plant stand where my blue glass is, I just tucked that little blue and white picture in there. It's probably not where it's gonna stay, but I just kind of stuck it there for now. Over here on my windowsill, as you can see my other green glass, I just stuck that little George Washington bust right there. And then up here on this shelf above my sink, above my window, I put a lot of those items that I got today. Those are the 2 little brass candlesticks that I had before, and I just stuck the other 3 back behind there. Put that aluminum tray, the little planter, the tins, the flour sifter, and I just stuck one of those little doilies coming out of it. I still think this shelf needs something. Not sure exactly what, but I will figure it out, and hope maybe by the end of this video I will have it changed up. And I don't know, I think I need to move some things around, and I think it needs a little bit more greenery up here, but that's how I've got it for right this minute. Right there, I just kind of switched things around a little bit, and I stuck some faux greenery in that plant, and I like that better. It kind of balances things out a little bit. So here is my chicken collection, and I just realized I have a couple other hens on a nest. There's this one, and there's this one that I had kind of forgotten about. So I'm going to move those up with my hens on a nest collection. I'll show you that in a minute. And then up here I stuck, this is where I stuck that resin chicken, and then I just kind of wedged this one, the walnut one, in there beside that, which holds it up until I get a chance to do something to make it so it will stand up and not be top heavy. So this is where I put that little deer figurine, and I see my memory is terrible. I forgot I already had one that was a mama deer with her fawn, but they are completely different. This one kind of reminds me of a Disney cartoon, like Bambi or whatever, the face. So they're completely different, but I really like them. And then that way I have one on either side. And then that deer's not a laying down deer. That was just a Christmas ornament that I had, and I just kind of stuck it in there. But the rest of them are laying down deer. Here's where I have my duck collection. And right there are the new ones, the new edition. But I've got ducks in every one of the little openings except for that one down there. That's a little lone sheep, but yeah, that's my little duck collection. Some of them are quite old. Here's where I have my little hens on a nest collection, and then there's my new addition, and those are the 2 that I found in my shelf downstairs that I brought up. Here's where I put that pewter bell. It's broken, so it's just a pewter figurine. In my bedroom on this shelf. That's where I put the Give Us This Day Our Daily Bread plaque here in my dining room, in that little display area. And here is where I put this cast iron for now. It's just on this little table. There's no danger of it falling off or breaking this table or anything like that. And I just kind of like the way it looks sitting there like that. And it's right in at the edge of my dining room as it goes into my living room. So that's just where I'm going to stick it for now. And I'm sure it will move around and be in different places in my house as time goes by. So here are the little items that are left from my haul that I have not yet styled or placed anywhere. I will find a place for them, I'm sure, but I'm out of ideas at the moment. So anyway, friends, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know what was your favorite item that I found either thrifting or garage sailing. Thanks so much for watching, friends, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.